Hi everybody, it's GhostCritic here. It's a vlog Sunday, so a few things to chat about this week. Not a great deal, so hopefully will be quite short vlog for a change instead of my 20-25 minute specials, but I'm rambling already, so we better kick off with, as always, bit of a haul that I picked up, a few from various shops around town, and also an eBay haul. Starting off with just some odd bits that I picked up that I noticed, filler issues really to fill in gaps. We have Spawn issue 68, a couple of Uncanny X-Men, which is issue 274, Jim Lee cover, and Uncanny X-Men issue 290. So not a great deal in the shops to pick up this week, unfortunately, but I did get, I was trawling around eBay, as I do when I'm a bit bored, and I don't know if remember, but Captain Strangelove had a competition a few weeks ago, and one of his prizes was a whole set of the Jack Kirby, I think it's Pelican Comics run of Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers. I threw my name into the hat to hopefully win that set, but unfortunately I was unlucky this time. But I jotted it down in my little black book, which is what I do when I see something one of our fellow comic book YouTubers show off. I'm like, I want that, so it gets put in the book. And I was just generally going down the list, seeing if anything that caught my eye, and then I saw this comic book kind of lot. There were 16 or 17 comics, I think. There was bits in there that I thought, I'm not particularly interested in, like Death's Head. 3 copies of Nth Man, the Ultimate Ninja. That was number 6, number 8, and number 10. And there was also a Silver Surfer from I think it was late 80s or early 90s that I'd already got anyway. But within this lot was Captain Victory. It's fortunately not the full set. I've got issue 2, yep, issue 2. Let's put these down and do it properly. Issue 2. Issue 3. There's always great Kirby covers. Issue 4. Missing issue 6, but we've got, issue 5, but we've got issue 6, which is a jumbo 48-page special. Issue 7. Issue 8. No issue 9, but we've got issue 10. Issue 11. Missing issue 12, but we've got the final issue of the run, issue 13. And then there was the special issue, special edition, number 1. So I've not had a chance to start reading those yet, but I'm very much looking forward to those. It's interesting looking at those covers. It's very reminiscent of a lot of past work from Kirby. I just looked at some of the covers and I'm thinking that's almost a Commandy cover. That reminds me of the Eternals. But it's just another great kind of Kirby series that came out later in his career. So I'm glad I managed to pick those up. 2 books that I forgot to show last week. These are trades, but just thought I'd quickly show them off. I've got volume 16 of The Walking Dead. This collects issues 91 to 96. So I'm not that far really behind all you regular buyers of The Walking Dead. It is one of those series I was saying to the Captain Cummings when I was chatting to him on Skype, I think it was yesterday. It's one of those series that I just wish I picked up from the very beginning, even though I don't think I would be selling them, but you just go on eBay and you see the ridiculous prices those kind of first 20 odd issues are going for. It's just like crazy money, and you would never ever have thought when it first came out that it was going to be this big deal that it is now, and it's worthy of it, very much so. I do find that because the trades seem to come out, it seems to take ages and ages. It probably is just me being impatient and it just takes as much time as always, but I always do seem to have forgotten what's happened in the last volume, so I kind of go back and read like the last maybe 20 or so pages of the last trade just to catch me up and know what's going on. But interesting directions these are taking. I won't review these, I don't want to spoil it for anyone that it is still trying to catch up. And I also picked up one of the trades of the New 52 finally. One that, again, I wish I'd picked up at the beginning. I was kind of on the fence with it, but it's Demon Knights, the trade, first 7 issues, written by Paul Cornell. Great read. Again, it's just one of those books I wish I'd picked up from the start. Lots of kind of fantasy and magic stuff. Some great characterizations of characters of old that you've known, but with maybe a little bit more of a twist to it. And it's interesting because this is a team coming together, but it doesn't feel like that. It's action-packed. There's stuff going on in every single issue. So picking it up in trades, though, I don't like mixing singles and trades together. That's just me. But yeah, first of the New 52 trades that I've managed to pick up. I don't know if I'm just not seeing it, but it seems that some of the trades are coming out in hardback and some of them are coming out in like the paperback version. Because I've seen that the Wonder Woman one, which is one of the ones I wanted to pick up, I've only seen that in hardback, and it's just a little bit too much money for something that I want to read, but I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. I mean, with this, I pretty much knew I was going to enjoy it at least. I know a lot of you are really liking this new Wonder Woman, and I am intrigued by the whole Greek mythology aspect of the title, but not prepared to pay out the money for a hardback version, unfortunately. So that was kind of my haul for this week and a couple I missed from last week. News-wise, for me personally, there didn't seem to be a great deal going on. I think given that from the last couple of weeks we've been bombarded with so much from San Diego Comic-Con, that anything that comes out afterwards seems kind of tame, or they're holding it back for the next big thing. But I guess the news that everyone seems to be talking about right now is Grant Morrison. I thought, from what I'd heard from other people, he was completely done with comics and was going into script writing for films, which is probably a natural progression for someone of his status. It's clearly where all the money is for them, but he's just leaving kind of DC for one, and the whole kind of superhero genre. From what I've read from interviews with him, he's going more and leaning towards his kind of creator-owned work. I know next month from Image he's got a new 4-issue miniseries called Happy coming out, and that seems to be sounding like a kind of crime mob story. I'm not sure I'm particularly interested in it, but well, we'll see. But he certainly hasn't left comics for good. It's interesting, in one of the interviews that he did, I can't remember for the life of me now where I read it, but he was talking about how, especially the big two companies, DC and Marvel, a lot of their titles, cinema, films, are appropriating all this comic book stuff from them and making them into movies, and he wants to move away from that, which I kind of agree with him in a way. With all these big movies coming out, and however successful they are or aren't, it does have a knock-on effect for the comic book industry and the way comic books are written. When I'm looking through and reading comic books, I can just sense that either they've been influenced by a film that has just come out, or you can see they're making their story to be more movie-like, more like it's being written as a screenplay, rather than writing just a decent comic book. And that's unfortunate. It is a double-edged sword when it comes to cinema. I mean, we've been waiting for years and years and years for our comic book heroes to jump off that page and go onto the big silver screen, and there have been so many missteps and so many, you know, awful films that have been that they've tried to translate to the big screen, and now we have this huge glut of films, and you just wonder when it's all going to crash and burn. And I think it is headed that way. It's too much of a good thing, basically. So, as I said, he wants to go into his more creator-owned stuff, where he's got more freedom. He's less editorially pushed into certain places. So, he's not gone for good. He'll still be writing comics, but he has said he wants to do more, like I said, create our own stuff. He wants to work on novels and obviously screenplays, because, like I said, that's where the money is. Also, on a happier note, Rob Liefeld's leaving comics too. Yay! Well, he's leaving DC anyway. Not that that bothers me too much, because I'm not picking up anything he's doing at the moment. But apparently 2013 he's wrapping up on DC and to go and further his another creator-owned stuff that he wants to do. I'm sure no one will miss him at DC. Moving on a little bit, I said there wasn't that much news that grabbed me. I did pick up something that I haven't picked up in years, literally years. The guy who used to run the comic book store I go to, he used to give these away for free if you had so many comics on your standing order. And that was obviously previews, the comic book catalogue that gives you a glimpse at what is coming up in like the next 2 months or so. This has all the October issues in. I tend not to buy it for a number of reasons. One, it's the kind of spoiler aspect of it. Yes, they're quite candid in the little descriptions about what's coming up, but obviously you get the covers that are coming, and it does kind of spoil the surprise of what's coming up. Also, it's just a wealth of comics that you probably are never going to see on your shelf, and you are just overwhelmed by it all. And then there's all the toys, all the statues. I love looking at those. I just don't have the money to buy them, but I'm just like, oh, that's a sweet statue, or that's just an awesome toy I would like to have, but I'm not going to have the money. So I thought, I have looked through it, and there are a few bits that I just thought I'd bring to your attention, and stuff that intrigued me as I was going. So I've bookmarked a few pages. Something I'm looking forward to in October. We've got the first issue of The Phantom Stranger. Character I've always been quite intrigued with. He kind of tends to turn up in other people's titles, says something mystical and cryptic, and then disappears again. It's been a long time since he's had his own title, and just reading from the little kind of what you're going to expect. The all-new series focusing on secrets of the New 52 you never imagined. The Phantom Stranger strikes a bargain with Lord Trigon that will have serious repercussions in the DC universe. From afar, Pandora watches. So I'm actually really excited about that. It's Dan Didio writing it, so probably won't last very long. DC October, it's annuals time again, so Justice League Dark has got its annual coming out, as well as, yes, Swamp Thing down in the corner, hope you can see that. Swamp Thing's got his annual coming out. Moving on to Vertigo, given that it is October, looking through a lot, it's all your Halloween specials coming up, and Vertigo, I may pick this up, I may not. They're doing a kind of one-shot extended book. It's 80 pages long, but they're doing a ghosts anthology that has people like Jeff Johns, Joe Kubert, Gilbert Hernandez, Paul Pope, Al Ewing, Cecil Castellucci, and all sorts of, again, artwork by Jeff Lemire is in there, Amy Reeder. So that might be something interesting to pick up. Looking, this is just in case, because I'm sure it was Custom Bromstar, Scott, who bought the last one of these, but there is another on IDW, Artist's Edition. I think, oh, who was it? I can't remember which one it was now that he was showing off, but Gil Kane's Spider-Man Artist Edition is coming out. This is like an oversized book which has all the kind of original printings of the artwork with, you know, kind of all the doodles before it was coloured and etc, all the notes on the side, which looks amazing, but it's just way out of my price range, but they would be lovely to have. A couple of things that I've got coming in the post, and again, Custom Bromstar did a video a few weeks ago showing off all his graphic novel shelves, and it's just great to watch those, especially Scott, because he just recommends the most awesome books, and I've been wanting these two because he's shown one of them off before, and I was like, that looks really great, and it is King City by Brandon Graham. I've got that coming, along with Local by Brian Wood, and Image have got a new title coming out. It's a 4-issue mini-series called Multiple Warheads, Alphabet to Infinity, which is also written by Brandon, and the artwork on it kind of looks goofy and fun, and if I enjoy King City enough, that might be an interesting one to pick up. The kind of preview of it is Sexia and her werewolf boyfriend Nikolai travel across a sci-fi fantasy, Russia smoking, singing cigarettes. Meanwhile, the organ hunter Nora is sent out with a severed head and instructions to find its body. Interesting. Moving along, and I had to laugh at this. If you're a Watchman purist, put down any heavy objects, because you might just want to throw this at your screen, and I don't want to be the cause of you breaking your PCs or laptops. But it gets a bit crazy when your marketing merchandise goes as far as a Watchman Toaster. Oh, I haven't the words for it, I really haven't. Coming up near to the end now, if I could just flip that page over. One thing that I I can't wait for this. I think I showed this in a video long time ago, but there's the Tashin 75 Years of DC Comics. It's like this huge book. It could literally, if you dropped it on a baby, it would squash it. And it's an amazing, fantastic book. But and it was written by Paul Levitz. And he's doing a new series of them. It's still probably as big, but he's breaking it all down. The 75 Years of DC Comics obviously went from the golden age right up to the modern age. Now he's breaking it down, and we have up there the golden age of DC Comics. So I'm hoping it's going to be affordable. And finally, just for those who are following my Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection reviews, it does have the next 3, well, October's 3 books that are going to be coming out, which we've got She-Hulk, Single Green Female, Marvel Zombies, and Planet Hulk Part 1. I'll just see if I can bring that up there and you can see that. So yeah, I was expecting to see some stuff that I really did want to pick up and not miss out on, but I was a bit disappointed. One thing I didn't see in the image bit, there was no issue preview of Saga. Now, I don't know whether it's going to go on hiatus after the next issue, because in October the trade of it does come out, the first 6 issues, so maybe they're taking a little bit of a break to make sure they keep up with the quality of it. But I can only imagine the cliffhanger that they're going to leave us with the next issue. Really looking forward to that now. Finally, I've decided something. The 500 subscriber contest that I did in my last vlog, I've had lots of suggestions, which is great, but I'm going to change it a little bit. Don't worry. I said that I was going to do a raffle and all the suggestions and all the names were going to go in the bag, and I would pick out 5 and do those 5 videos. Well, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a challenge here. I'm stopping it now. Sorry, I know I said 2 weeks, but I'm stopping it now. No more suggestions, please. But I'm going to attempt to do every single suggestion you've asked for. Yes, if you put a suggestion down in the comment box last Sunday vlog for what you'd like to see me do as a video, you are more than likely going to get your wish. There are a couple in there that I don't know whether I can do, because purely just from a kind of knowledge background, but I will do my best to do all of them. Thank you, Scott, for asking me to show off a drawing of a superhero. I can't draw. I've been trying. I have. As soon as I saw that, I thought, before I thought the raffle, it was going to be a raffle, I thought that I won't want that to come out, but I bet it does, and I'm going to have to draw something, so I'm going to start practicing. So I've been doing a bit of doodling, bit of cheating, going on the internet and looking up how to draw whoever. Oh. Anyway, so you're all getting your videos with any luck. And that's it, me out for this week, I think. Went a bit longer than I thought I would. Have a great weekend. I'm on holiday next week, so I don't know what I'm doing yet. I could be out on days out a lot. I'm not sure whether there will be a review show on Thursday, but it will definitely be up by the weekend. I won't miss a week out. So don't go crazy thinking I've not got one ready, because I will have one. It just might upload a little bit later than normal. Anyway, that's me out. Hope you have a good weekend, what's left of it, and see you next week. Bye bye.